Good.
Mute out your stream so I could just watch it.
Well, I'm waiting for it to do something. Oh, there it is. I don't know why that took so long. All right. How's everybody doing today? Welcome in. If I can remember what buttons to push. All right. I think I pushed all the right buttons now. Looks right. If I can hear myself.
I've got it muted, so I don't hear any feedback. Yeah.
It's been a couple weeks since we've been on here. Missed last week. I just got some new equipment, I think, since the last time. This is new.
Yeah, I bought that for moving the wall and I thought it would be easier. Bought a new baler.
I was going to say, did you actually buy the baler?
Yeah.
And what literage of bales is that running? So I know you're using a selectable capacity.
I normally run 224, which is the biggest size that I can wrap and the biggest size that I can pick up with the auto load.
How many sheep you got?
100 I think now, or 101. Jeremy's come over to stay for a bit. I think it's
Oh yes, I see Jeremy.
148. So we've got another breeding to go, and then we'll be at full capacity. But there was a sheep pasture that I saw. It still produces wool, holds 250 sheep. I thought maybe a couple of those over here by these trees might go well. Boost the wool.
Let me turn that up just a little bit, Richard.
That's about it. Other than all the bales from when I was on holiday. Oh, and I got a little forklift as well for moving stuff around.
Yeah, I seen your forklift.
Yeah, I don't really like the front loaders on the tractors. I know that 86 series thing's got one. It's alright, but I prefer the forklift.
Yeah, this is alright for bales, but for pallets, that forklift's probably better.
Did I have the tailor shop? I don't think I did. Put that
I can't remember if you had that or not. I did see it. Tailor shop on site.
Under the trees.
Have any fabric yet?
Yeah, I've got quite a bit of fabric. Still running a cotton net vulcanator harvested. at the start.
Well,
Just to say
I'll
about
let you jump in the truck.
Hello, Michelle. How you doing this morning? Good to see you.
when you tap, you can tab to it. Yeah, so 1.7 million I need for the other field. Hopefully we can turn it into a cotton field before the cotton runs out.
You know how many bales we got here?
Nearly 4 loads. So 32, 64, and
I'm doing pretty good this
4,
morning. Trying to get back into action here.
24.
It's a nice stack of bales. The red looks good. I went, oh, that's picked a new color.
Yeah, I thought it was quite fitting to be in the red farm. But yeah, that's it. Just waiting for the grass now. Thinking of plowing it out after this cut. Alfalfa.
It'd be interesting to see if the alfalfa's any different, if it's any worse or any better.
My virus scores gone down to 70. So it's nitrogen, but I don't know what
Yeah, I can't seem to get mine over 50 for whatever reason. I do.
I got pretty good environmental score. I think my overall is 91, 92.
I was up to 97.
My grass field is what's holding me back, but I finally soil sampled that last night, so now I can get the proper pH fertilizer on it.
Yeah, once you do your lime and your fert, don't forget to even if you just do a little bit with your herbicide, because that's where I went wrong the first time round. I used a mechanical weeder and didn't get the full effect. But it doesn't actually use any herbicide. I normally come over and rub yours.
Yeah, I think I put a little on and it didn't use anything, but it bumped the score up. I don't have much new going on. I redecorated a bit. I got this all gravelled in now. I do have some cows. Cows are new. I bought 15.
Got one that's a little stray over here.
Yeah, well, see, they have a weird nav mesh. They are allowed to walk from this field over into the barn. So certain times of the day, you'll see them walk through here, and they'll walk all the way around. They'll follow the road kind of here.
You got rid of this fence at least.
Yeah, I did. That fence that you always ran into.
Yep.
And the cows will walk all the way over in here into the barn, so I just got to figure out exactly where they walk so I can finish getting some fences down.
Why are there ridges on Reese's peanut butter cups? Probably so they never
But I got
stop
15,
for kids.
so
Imagine I'd lose it.
getting some milk, getting some manure, getting some slurry, finally, so.
Probably shocked.
Well, you bought this field here since last stream.
And I did. Field 5 is new. We took some trees out. Dwayne helped me get rid of some trees and combine the two fields together. So I've got one big mega field of soybeans now. So that'll should pay for itself when I get to harvest this fall.
And this hieroglyphic field that's over here.
Yeah, and that's the oddest thing I've ever seen. I've never seen the game do that, and you can still see it, which I thought was kind of
Yeah.
odd.
It's like we're asking for athlete's foot. Prevent most athlete's foot the smart way and paddle up daily.
Don't know if anybody in chat watching has seen a field do that, but I thought that was pretty interesting.
Guys, holy cow,
We had something similar, but not like that. On Western Wilds, it was dead patchy, and then sometimes when you were going over with the mulcher and stuff, crops were springing back up and showing on the map. But once we got to the plough stage, it all sorted itself out.
And I did learn that the soybean straw, now I need to do some more testing, but I can feed the soybean straw to the cows. It just goes as hay. I can't put it in my TMR mixer, so I've got to see if I can put it in like a normal, a normal mixer, normal food mixer. If that'll break it down into hay, and then if that breaks it down into hay, I can put it into the TMR machine then. No, Richard, with the new update, contracts, they seem better.
You could get beef cows and just feed it to beef cows.
Well, could do that at some point too, but, some guy's got to get a mod released first.
What's this box trailer for? The old Kubota truck?
I had some loose straw in that. I think I still
have.
do.
Yeah.
Yeah, I went and bought some straw to use as bedding, just to get a little extra. I'd like to buy my own pickup. That's my next two purchases. I'm gonna buy that big massive planter that Dwayne's seen me use, and I'm gonna get a pickup, I think.
Did you just
so I
lease
can
it
get one of
last
these
time?
beds. Yeah, I just leased it. This thing costs $380,000, and I'm not quite there.
I wonder why. Must be spending all your money on parts on your equipment here.
Oh, they're not too bad to fix. I finally got that big tractor over 10 hours, so...
Well, I did use your big tractor to do a weeding contract for you.
Another guy run off too. There he is.
41 hours I'm on the Magnum now. And I bought that, I think, after the last stream. 2 weeks ago.
Hey Grizz, how's it going? Good to see you. Thanks for dropping in. Wayne's got all sorts of new stuff, I think.
New things. Mostly fields.
Yeah, 'cause you got 3 now, don't you? You've got, what is it, 9, 2, and 5, something like that? These 3 fields here? That one, this
yeah.
one.
2, 6, and 9. So where this 2 is right now, this part of this, between 2 and 6, I think this area here is going to become my bin site.
Oh, we'll lop this corner off.
Lop this corner off and make this the bin site. I'm gonna put the corn out on the corn dryer.
I need to get some bins too, but probably another year or 2 away from that.
And so I got those 2 fields. I bought 2 and 9, or 6 and 9, and this truck and trailer.
Did you buy the leader? Or did you lease
No,
it?
it's leased.
I own
Leased
mine.
that. Well, I was just going to. I had only 1 field to weed, and you were using yours, so I just leased one. Added some more chickens, so there's now 90 chickens here. or I should say 89 chickens and 1 goose. Put them into soup soon. Not sure what I'm going to do with all the eggs. I might put another one over here yet anyway. Rearrange them. They're pretty low maintenance.
Hey, you got room here to put another 1 or 2 down?
Yep.
Hey, Don. How's it going? Thanks for dropping in, buddy. Good to see you.
Just as long as I can get in there with a little trailer, feed them. That's all I need. Like I said, my PF score doesn't seem to want to come up, though I'm not sure why. Maybe it's because I plow the field.
Yeah, that will hurt. If you use a subsoiler, I don't think that.
Well, it always asks to plow it after a corn crop, right? So.
Yeah, you can. I think using a subsoiler does the same thing, but not as big.
So I think after, once I have enough money, I think probably just buy another field here shortly. Not sure if I'm going to go for 7 or if I'm going to go for 15. That's on the other side of 9 here.
Yeah, I think my next one is 3 for me. Hydra's gonna do 17. There's 2 big fields done.
That'd probably be it for me, though. Big one for cotton, 1 for grass, and that's I did 2 types of grass, but you still need to go on my test map and test the yields and how many cuts a year you get.
Yeah, where that bin site's going to be, I'll probably put a machine shed there and get rid of 1 or 2 of these little guys here.
Yeah, I gotta do something a little different over in my yard too, because that big planter, when I had it in the yard, doesn't fit anywhere.
No, this trucker trailer doesn't fit in any of these sheds either unless I split it up.
Yeah, I'd probably at some point remodel the red farm because it's only got a couple of little sheds and some of the equipment's getting a bit bigger. So.
Yeah, if I ever get that 100-foot 4-go planter there, then
That's not gonna fit in any of these either.
yeah, no. Nope, she definitely won't. But if I buy field 1 and whatever, take up a whole block, it's gonna be a lot of fields to plow under.
Well, I suppose we should get some work done, huh? Hey, Bonehead, good to see you, buddy. How you doing?
That's the purpose of the speed.
I don't know. I'm just gonna go drop myself off at my own sprayer.
And the dog is starting to finally listen to me.
Hey, Goggle Pop. Good to see you. How's it going?
What
Somebody's lounging in a pool instead of helping us.
Oh, Hydra, you can drive. I'll just sit here and enjoy the breeze.
That's a real
Oh,
risky
yes.
maneuver.
Good job you were looking the other way.
Well, you got that old shed over there by Field 3 that you could use too.
Yeah, that'll go away when I buy that field, probably. Get this dang thing to empty out.
Well, there's that weeding
Oh,
contract.
4B, how's it going?
Take care of
Thanks for
everything.
dropping in, buddy.
Weeders
Good to see you.
and,
Good to have you here.
Have it, might as well use it, right?
May as well. I think there's a few fertilizing contracts I can
I only see the
Mm,
one.
back on
I think
one
the
of
rest
those.
are all fertilizing, yeah. 3 fertilizing, 1 weeding.
Yeah, it's mostly fertilizing and one weeding contract. Like I said, it didn't want to give me much. I'm gonna turn time back on. We want to go 1 times, or we could probably go 2 times today, huh?
Again, yeah.
As we don't
do.
have
Yeah, it won't take me long.
a ton to do.
Do I need to turn this crop sensor thing on?
I don't know, because I don't own one. Nor do I
Doesn't
put
give
the
me an option.
sensors. Nor do I put the sensors on the tractor, so I don't really understand what those things do.
Yeah, I haven't quite figured that out either. I don't know what's the
But I believe when doing the fertilizing, it's supposed to give you a better, more accurate nitrogen coverage.
fertilizing or when you're doing herbicide?
I don't know if it's herbicide as well. I know something to do with fertilizing and nitrogen. But this tractor doesn't have the ability to put them on the mirrors, so which is why I put them on.
Oh, I drove by it. I knew there was a buy silo somewhere over here.
The ultimate energy bar.
Yes,
Tap the
there
banner
is.
or visit cliffbar.com to shop now.
It's over by that, by the shop there by the trees.
Start on
Discover drunk elephants protein polypeptide cream, the best-selling moisturizer at Sephora. It's like a protein shot for your skin.
Oh, you could have put this in an easier spot to get to.
Well, you go down the road and right beside the shop.
Tone, texture, and firmness. In fact, 96% of consumers showed improvement in skin tone, clarity, and radiance.
Pretty self-explanatory for me.
Hey, J-Turk. What's up, buddy? Thanks for dropping by today. We got all the celebrities here today. 4B, J-Turk, Bonehead. I wouldn't blame you, J-Turk, if you left. Because Lane's here. I wouldn't blame you one bit. I'll get my little pasture fertilized and then I'll be over and I'll knock those weeds down for you, Dwayne.
Cool. Eventually I'll get myself my own sprayer. That's all right.
Cows need some fly treatment, so I go ahead and spray them into field at the same time.
There you go. You gotta buy up all my straw if I bale it.
I might need some of it anyway, so...
I might bale it and just sell it. And I got wheat, corn, and soybeans in the ground. So
You with no harvester or baler, though?
that's right.
I've got a Bale.
I've also got a baler.
Yeah, but mine's better.
Yeah,
No, he
Blue and
didn't say
Red
no,
Farm
huh?
are kind of in the same family, you know.
Yeah, the family and not the right color.
Well, that just depends.
Everybody look away. Everybody look away.
Well, then you should turn your stream off.
Or not say everybody look away.
Yeah, it's just taking out his boom, scratching the paint on his green.
Ready for his respray. Red.
Somebody put the field too close.
Cost him $60 for a rattle can of green.
It's good for the cow's health, ain't it?
Absolutely.
I hope so for your sake.
Supposed to put a round bale in that feeder.
I think it helps them grow. I thought sometime I might spawn myself a round bale and stick it in a feeder for decoration.
So how we used to put the bed on the ground and lift the feeder over the top.
These feeders don't have a collision.
I don't know.
One thing I might get into yet too, if depending on how much area that bin site's going to take on that in a shop, whatever, might get into a little bit of beef cattle just for the sake of it.
Well, I was doing a little testing last night because I finally got manure working with my pen. By me, I mean Farmer G figured it out. Creator of the selectable bale mod figured out my issue. And I tell you what, 1,000 cows, they produce some manure.
Okay.
I think in 1 month it was like a little over 300,000 liters. And I didn't see how much slurry was produced in the same time. I'm sure it was a fair amount.
Well, you're going to need that pumps and hoses pack then.
Well, that's kind of what I was thinking, man. That's going to come out. That's be nice for the people that want to do pumps and hoses. I mean, that many cows, they also eat a lot. But you're going to produce some slurry and manure. That's
You
with
might
just,
want to build your team up.
that's with just one of them. That goes through like 120,000 liters of straw in a month with 1,000 cows in there. And it's a little bit, I think it's a little over 1 million liters of TMR they'll eat in a month.
Yeah, I think 500 cows is 420. Basically.
So it's some big numbers. Might have to boost up my TMR factory to keep up with a couple of those.
I'd say so, because on Western Wilds we've got about 2 million litres of TMR. That'd last you like 2 months. And we've got a big operation going there for the grass and the silage and that.
Yeah, I got my environmental score up to 97. Bumped up that.
What are you missing?
I think it's just got to average them all back out because I got a field at 100, a field at 77, and a field at 67. So, and I know I'm gonna need to get after harvest. Excuse me. Lime needs to go down on this pasture and field 5 portion of the big field. Get lime on.
Now with the line, does it affect your virus score if it just says good? Okay.
I don't know how much it affects it, if it says good or okay. I would imagine it's got to knock it down a point. Field may say 100, but it's got to knock it down, don't it?
Well, I would have thought so because I've been liming and fertilizing after every cut. It turns that grass field into an old danger.
Depends on how much grass needs the lime. Well, grass doesn't actually. No plant actually uses the lime. The lime is actually for the fertilizer, so the plant can take it in. The lime breaks down the fertilizer so the plant can use it.
Yeah, I'm not exactly sure how their scoring system works. All I know is I got a 97, and I'm thrilled with that because I don't know what I'm doing.
There you go.
I had a 97 on the one field.
My
Just doing
my soybean section of the field from last year, that's at 100, so should be able to get field 5 up to 100 shortly.
Well, mine could be attributed on my yard. Where I have my plow sitting is actually I just painted it out of the field and put it into the yard. So that could be attributing my score. And field 9 and field 6, well, they're in their first year, so you don't get a true
Right,
score
takes a bit.
second year.
Don't suppose it matters what field I start with for you, does it?
No, it's just the one field that needs it. Just that one in front of you. That green combine must have left a lot of weed seeds in the field. See
So
that
sure you'll
section
need
there?
This guy come and done it for free.
You might need to put herbicide on all your fields just to get the virus roll up.
Yeah, I'll
You
spray
have to have a look at your weeds.
Spray a dabble on all of them because it will affect the environmental score whether it does anything or not.
Right.
If there's no visible weeds, then it's not gonna do anything. You won't use
You want me to go turn it on over your grass field too, Hydra?
I've done the grass field. It's my nitrogen that's down. And my nitrogen bar's all the way down to 0. Everything else is full.
Wonder if that nitrogen bar will come back when you harvest it.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, but then I'm going to plow it, so... Well, cultivate, I need to plow, I'm going to plow the waterways.
I know it, Richard. Dwayne.
Yep,
You got a heck of a mess here, don't he?
Well, do you use that grass roller?
I use the weeder. After I do the herbicide. I use the big weeder you've got. Doesn't affect the it doesn't affect the yield on no seasons. No
Ever since I got the new Galaxy Z Flip 4, I've been learning all these new tricks with my dog Finn.
I did use that
Like how to take the best selfies at the park.
modded one.
I just set my phone down, put it in flex mode, and
But with the See and Spray, even with this many weeds, it's not using very much. Not very much at all.
It's under grassland care.
That's the one I was talking about, that weeder slash roller on the grassland care. I think that makes a difference.
The DBS one.
Seen that one's for sale right now. I don't know if that's the big one or not.
Yeah, that's the one I bought and then sold it. It's too small.
That's the only problem. It's not a very big one.
Yeah. So there's a couple of changes to a couple of the mods that I requested. Swapping out collisions on that R90. The only thing with the R90 rake is that I can paint it red.
It's
The
Chris
only other
Miller,
one
everybody.
like it is
How you doing, buddy?
the swivel one, and it's green.
I thought that rake worked perfectly fine. I put it on the back of my tractor and I drove in reverse the whole time.
Oh, it works fine. It just there's a weird collision when it's bulging up. You try to drive down the road.
Yeah, when I was using
I
it,
didn't notice.
I was going to go to the fuel tank to fuel up the tractor, and all of a sudden, all the wool bales were just scattering about. And going, what the heck am I hitting here?
I think it's on the left side if you have it on the front. It seems to be worse. I just presumed it'd get an update, but it's been a while since. There is a smaller version of the swivel one, I think.
What we need is the selectable bales with balers from Hispania with the built-in rake.
Yep. Why do?
Passed on the field. 2 jobs.
Or if
I tried you.
White Bull Modding bring their rake from 19 to 22, where you can hook a baler to the back of it.
Yeah, that would work. I tried using the fast baler as well, but big as the sizes don't load.
Yeah, it only
So I
does
ended up-
like 1 or 2 sizes of bales, don't it?
It doesn't even do any, it only does the base game size, 125. And I think it's 150 is what I use. 32. I'll probably get one eventually, but
Well, what you could get, you could get the Vermeer self-propelled baler now.
and if we add that, that adds about bale counter, as long as it's active on the.
It's active on the server, so you got a bale counter now. It does work.
Yeah.
One thing I gotta try yet on my planter is I actually have a hitch on the back of the planter, and I can hook up a field roller onto it. But it's just a little bit wider than the planter is.
That should work out alright. Being a little bit wider, I think.
If the roller's wider, then yeah, it'll be fine because it's just like rolling the ground before you seed it, which won't make a difference. It's like with that new rock picker now, if you want to do that, you could plough. There's a laser plough on the front and a rock picker on the back. Do the whole thing in one pass.
Oh, that's a good thing. There's no rocks here in Stone Valley. Ain't got that kind of time.
And yet, no rocks in the Stone Valley.
No rocks in Stone Valley.
It might be good for a small amount. I don't want to put them on Western Wilds. Not when we do the big mega fill, which will be kind of. I think it'll be like one of the last things to do over there.
You guys starting to wind that down, or still got plans to keep that
No.
going for a while?
Still got loads to do. We've only got half a map more. Plan is to own everything, do everything. We've not even done sugar beets yet. Sugar cane. We've not got poplars in. We started putting extensions in for the big soybean field. Cornfield needs extending. That'll be 2 6-plot fields to keep the ethanol plant going. And then the mega field will be 10 plots. And that's when we can start buying the big equipment.
The ethanol plant chews through quite a bit of product. I should make the storage
Certainly does.
capacities on it bigger so you don't have to fill it all the time.
I don't think we've filled it off the harvest, but we are extending the cornfield by another 2 plots, so I don't know if they've put it there. And then it's normally processed everything before.
By the next morning, it's got through everything.
I think I checked it before. I think it was about 200 and something thousand litres in ours. I can't be harvesting cornfield just. I've been in the day before.
I am gonna do updates next after this cattle pen releases. I got to do some updates. If I start something else, I won't get to them again.
Does that cattle pen just act like a pasture? Is it like a barn where you can get milk?
No milk, just slurry and manure.
I thought I'd check before we go ripping out the cow pen that we've got.
It's just made to do beef cattle. And part of the reasoning that I gave to Giants for 1,000 is I said, what if you want to put like 300 or 400 in there and you just want to sell the calves? That's your plan, is you'll just sell the calves when you have calves. Well, if you have 300 or 400, the pen has to be able to hold 600 for them 300 to give birth. So 1,000 is just a nice round number. Because that's, I don't know, there's a couple different ways you can do beef cattle, and I'm not sure the best way to do them. I don't know if feeding to give birth is the way to do it and then sell off your new ones. I think some sort of a rotation would be the best.
The best way to do it, if you're basing on 1,000, I would do it by 250 calves 10 months later, because they've changed the gestational period for dairy cows, so I presume they've done it for beef cows as well. 10 months later, buy another 250 calves. 10 months later, buy another 250 calves. 10 months after that, your oldest set. Have babies, fill in it, sell your oldest set.
Yeah, and then you're always selling your oldest set, which just produced a batch of calves.
Yeah, because 36 months is the best time to sell your cows. And then that way, so you'll be essentially selling them at 40 months, which should still give you 3,000 cow. And then you buy them for 200 a calf. But you can feed them hay, and then the month before feeding, I think the month or so before selling, you can feed them TMR, and that boosts the price. It's kind of a cheating way to do it. But because they only produce slurry, they don't need TMR. The only thing you'll get, if you want more slurry and manure, feed them TMR. It just increases the production.
1,000 basically fills a manure extension in a month. It was dang near completely full the base game one. I'm probably gonna have to come out with some modded ones.
We'll put a few extensions down.
Yeah. I'll let everybody get their hands on it and get some feedback and decide what we want to do. 4B, he was in chat, he's using them on a $10 million challenge deal. And he's got an interesting modded manure extension where it's just a heap and you can place it down inside the pin, which would be fairly realistic, and then you can go in there and scoop it out.
You
I'd
can
like to do something like that.
I forget which is it. I forget what the name of it is. Is it the Bavarian map mod where you get the silo and the building?
Yeah, you kind of build the thing out.
Yeah, there's one on 22 as well. CP's used it. I think he uses the manure heap for that. It's a lot smaller than the base game one, like shorter, like depth.
Yeah, and holds more.
But it holds like 4 million liters.
Yeah, people are gonna want to use the modded stuff, and what I really should do is edit my underground storage silo to be an extension, and then that'll just hold 50 bajillion liters of slurry and manure. Then you could actually put a handful of those pins down and you're going to have plenty of storage.
We thought we filled one of those of your silos the other day. Somebody was trying to on the Western Wilds, was trying to put some into it, and I was like, "What? Take it, we'll take it." And it was still doing something for it. And then the question got asked how we filled it, but it turned out it was a bug. We get that down in the BGA now because we're producing too much stuff to go through the BGAs and we need someone to store it.
It's purposefully crafted with a blend of protein, fat, and carbs. Because the more goods you put in, the more great you get out. Click the ultimate energy bar.
People thought it was insane, but you can fill it. You start getting a full map like that.
Too bad my budget doesn't.
Sarah, don't give it up. State Farm has options to get you a surprisingly great rate.
Thanks, Jake. Next round's on me.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm
And I
is
also
there.
told them on that cattle pen, you know, because like when you make a trailer, you can give it an unrealistic capacity, you know, it's just a configuration option. I said, we don't have that. I can't do that with a pen. I said, if you want, I said, I'll do one that does like 300. It'll be normal. And then if you want, I can just make a separate one that does 1,000. And let me tell you which one people are going to buy. They're going to buy the one that holds 1,000.
Well, before when we were looking at Dwayne's chicken, I was going to wait till later to suggest that there is one that's probably about the similar size, which holds 500. If you wanted to boost his chicken
anything's
enterprise up a
possible.
little bit. Well, there is that 5,000 one, but
It seems to be a little...
yeah, I've heard
Iffy.
a lot of people. I had no trouble when I tested it when it came out. But that uses 20,000 liters of 19 to 20 hours.
To get herbicide in there, you need to take it out of the
5,000.
IBC and into a trailer, and then a trailer should be able to overload it in there, Richard. But it
the
won't
little
take it
pasture
from an
one's got
IBC.
kinda
The same with
couple of, like,
fertilizer. If you put it into a trailer, then you can overload it with a trailer.
And
But
a
it
little
won't,
fence around it.
won't work
500.
straight out of an IBC. For some reason, the IBCs are a little goofy.
I'll be right back.
A nice pasture with 1,000 sheep would be alright. Everybody seems to do cows and pigs.
Yeah, you have suggested that, and I have kind of thought that it would be nice to do something with some sheep. I have some ideas. Would be fairly simple to do, but Just need to do some looking around at some things. To do like I've done with this one. Some decorative objects as well. I can't do just a pin, that's too easy.
Yeah. How easy would it be?
I'd really like to do
to
pigs, but I'm gonna have to make my own building to do it right.
How easy would it be to do something like goats? Just a reskin of sheep, basically.
It has to be done into a map.
Ah, right. Okay.
Hey, Scooter. How's it going this morning? How you doing, buddy?
A decent tailor shop would be good. Something that goes a little bit quicker than the one we've got. I think we produce like 1 pallet an hour a month. Max capacity.
Yeah, and there's... Other than maybe like Omatana's stuff, there's nothing really that goes faster.
Oh, I've not even... Oh yeah, we've got Cookie Cat production facility, packing facility on Western Wilds, so a lot of them. It's got different stuff, but it's like 2 million litres capacity. Some of them, I think we're nearly at 1 million litres of furniture.
Need to sell some stuff.
Oh, it's in the packing facility now. Once it goes in, you can't sell it. That's the only other thing. What was it we're using that you can take out the silage factory? Some silage is quite good because you can put stuff in but take it out.
Yeah, I need to look at that because it would be nice, the ethanol plant and the TMR maker, you could get stuff back out. That's not a bad idea, Richard, but what are you going to put in there to make herbicide?
To fill it anyway. Once it's all full, then that's what we sell. Because we've got 18, I think it's nearly 18, 19 million now.
Oh, I need to go over there and spend some money then.
I'm looking, a few people have suggested changing some tractors out, so I'm trying to find out what people's favourite brands are. I think we've got 6 main tractors. We're going to change them out. The top end tractors, but not articulated. So we use the articulated stuff.
Articulated stuff ain't bad once you get used to it.
I think it's alright on the big fields. The times I've used it here is not too bad. Oh yeah, herbicide making factory.
That's not a bad idea, but I asked what's your inputs to make herbicide?
Or is fertilizer something else?
I like to be somewhat realistic with my stuff.
We probably have to bring out something and start making new products.
To make a new do something. Maybe some sort of vegetable oil or something might work. I would have to do some research. What do I need to do now? What do you got going on for contracts?
I'm just about done.
The leading one's done.
Yeah, I'm just in the last fertilizer.
Well, we could skip to the next day. You guys get finished up.
Yeah, I'm almost finished.
I finally placed down my own sleep trigger.
Do you spawn it that though? Or do you still spawn it in the
I haven't paid attention, if you want me to be perfectly honest. Oh,
Oh, if you sleep a day, there'll be 4 loads of
got shot right in the head.
bales to be sold. Could be a nice payday.
I'm surprised the contract didn't pop back up.
Oh, I'm doing that one now. I think we've all got fertilizer sprayers now anyway, so...
You could always make it
Yeah,
interesting and load all the bales up with the forklift.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I finally got my sprayer, so I can do FERT now. Oh, yeah, I didn't think about that. I can stop borrowing the dang thing on a
Yeah.
contract.
Ever since I got the new Galaxy Z Flip 4, I've been learning all these
This
new tricks
sprayer's
with my
too
dog's
slow
head.
though for contracts.
Like how to take the best selfies at the
Oh,
park.
you ain't
Just
got
set
nothing
my phone
better to
down,
do.
put it in flex mode, and capture hands-free pics
Well,
from
when you have
multiple
like 6 or
angles.
7 contracts
Or
that
how
you
to
want to
capture our
do, and
training
some of them are
sessions for
pretty
his
big
followers.
fields.
I simply wave my hand to start recording video. Good boy.
Takes a while.
Plus, the Z Flip 4 is compact.
Might have to
and
buy a
fits
Rubicon.
perfectly in my pocket.
Click the banner to get your Galaxy Z Flip
There's
4.
a case one that could be bought.
Nobody wants athlete's foot. So why do we shower at the gym and
I should have added the other one,
What are we doing?
should add the other one in too, the one from
With
Casarius.
Lotrimin Daily Prevention. Lotrimin. Go with confidence. Use as directed.
Animal
Overcaffeinating
dealer
before an
and some
interview is
cattle in the
risky.
pens.
JJ, I'm Nina. I loved your resume, and I'm so excited.
I'm also excited, and I have questions. Like, do you have
Yeah, I don't know why he didn't do that.
Cat friendly? Can I sage the conference room? Are there egg-free, dairy-free, sugar-free snacks? Are you in the metaverse? Do you listen to whale sounds while you're working? I can
Contract.
At least having to pay for a delicious cold brew isn't risky. With Visa Zero liability policy and
Oh, let
multiple
me
layers
get,
of security. Tap to pay with Visa. Visa Zero liability policy does not apply to transactions not processed by Visa. Certain commercial and prepaid transactions. Notify your bank immediately.
Back to the farm.
I mean, that,
I'm the other
that
way,
area
J
looks like
Turk.
a big
I prefer
feedlot
the
operation.
floater ones to the Trident. Now I have a cow out in the middle of my yard, and I'm not sure he's supposed to wander here. Go back, back.
Oh, it doesn't look too comfortable where she's laying.
Well, I didn't tell her to lay there. Shoot! Go back! Darn cows, anyway. Howdy, Phil. How's it going? Good to see you. Thanks for dropping in.
Well, at least I can command my critter to go somewheres. Tell him to go back home.
Why don't you bring your dog over here and put my cows back in?
Why don't you take the dog and train it to be your sheep and cow herder?
Doing pretty good, Phil. Getting a little done here on Stone Valley. I think everybody's getting caught up on their projects, getting back into the swing of things.
That crazy dog. I had my tractor out and to do a contract out of field 13, whatever. Left it there overnight and jumped back onto the game the next morning, and the dog is around the tractor. I'm going, okay. He must be
one whole new contract there.
I'm on my way.
You said you wanted to sell some bales today?
Yeah, you can sell those bales. They should be fermented now. They can all be sold. I'm not sure if you'll need to jump onto Red Farm.
I should probably do that.
I'm not sure how much you'll get for a load. I don't think it'll be the big one.
If you run across an article or something like that, Grizz, just shoot me a DM on Discord and I'll check it out. I'll read them. These are the red bales that are going away. Should make Dwayne load them.
You'd have to use the 86, I think. There's no provisions for Bale. I think that grass will be ready for cutting as well. Probably wait another month. So.
Yeah, I'm gonna wait another month. Suppose I should. Where's the best price, Dwayne? So I don't have to look.
I think it's normally the animal pen. That's where I normally just go straight to the animal pen. Closest as well.
I put another sell point up here too, so.
North Valley Bales.
North Valley Bales it is.
By old $2.
I don't know how to get back in there.
Go left here. You're delayed. If it's what I'm thinking. That's what I normally do. And then round to the left. I don't know if that's the same place. And yeah, there's a tight gate. Round to the right. Then I pull up to the next gate. Unload. And then we'll go in and turn around. You can unload them onto the left. I'm not sure if don't always load straight off the trailer. Okay, it dropped from the other day.
Jiminy crickets! Look at all that money.
Boy, that cable's really stretched out on that hitch.
Oh, I do see what's plugged in. It's stretchy.
Apparently, the rubber bale. Throwing her over.
Bold maneuver riding back there with me driving.
Yeah, I know. Test out my life insurance policy.
Pickup does work nice on this bale trailer, though. Probably ought to buy himself one, too.
What is that, a Kia truck?
Oops. Hey, Rabbit Rob. How you doing this morning, buddy? Well, I fall down.
Yeah, that's what they did for me. You have to reset it. No, I normally just move into the side next to the building. To the side.
Oh, we're just raking in the big bucks here, Rob.
Yeah, back your way out.
How about...
I go forward and turn around and
How about I don't back myself out?
Oh, I want to see this perfect track right
Oh, I didn't realise you could go that way.
I hit 200 before we started, Rob. So I didn't even get to be here for 200. I woke up when I had 200. So, yay, we did it. There we go.
Did you do
2 giveaways? I did do 2 giveaways.
Who won the giveaways, or maybe not?
Slim Farming won one, and then Diablo del Toro won the second one.
Cool.
Had to give the second one away twice. First one I gave it to ended up having it, so I got to give it away again.
That's cool.
Thanks to Rabbit Rob's generosity, we got to give 2 of them away.
What, the pumps and hoses back?
I probably won't
Or
be
the
giving
Vermeer.
away any of the pumps and hoses. It was the Vermeer. Heck, I gotta buy the pumps and hoses for myself still.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was looking at it. Pre-order. I've got a voucher left over for Christmas for Xbox points, money or whatever it is.
Groovin' to groovin'.
Put onto the
Cliff
Xbox.
Bar gives you sustained
and pre-order it.
Fully crafted with a blend of protein, fat, and carbs. Because the more goods you put in,
It's not as expensive as I thought it was going to
Click,
be, though.
the ultimate energy bar.
I
Tap
think
the
they
banner or
knocked it
visit
down. It's only like
clickbar.com to shop
18
now.
something now, I
Hmm.
think.
There are
It was supposed to
Wasn't
be
it
like
always that priced?
25.
products to amuse the kids on long rides.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
New York
I'm
Life's
sure
challenge
it's
is different.
17.
It's the guidance of an
pounds.
agent who will be there through life's biggest moments.
I'm not sure, but
Whether it's helping
I'll
you save
pre-order
for
it.
your kids'
Yeah,
college
so.
tuition, or providing life insurance that helps your family through their toughest days. There are over 12,000 agents, and one in Nebraska that can be there
How
for
much
you.
I use it, I don't
Click
know.
your screen to speak to a New York Life agent today.
When you game with Alienware, you have the freedom to
Yeah,
be
we gave
anyone,
away 2
whether
copies
it's
of
a
the
smooth
Premiere
shining
DLC, Richard.
narrator, or the galaxy's most feared warrior, and the freedom to go anywhere in merely an instant. So no matter who you choose to be or
That's
where you choose
September,
to
isn't
go,
it?
Alienware empowers you to defy boundaries. Find
27th,
freedom.
I think,
Elevate your
of
gameplay with the new Alienware
September.
X Series
Pumps and
laptops
hoses,
with
yeah.
11th Gen Intel Core processors. Defy boundaries and start
Hey,
gaming
some of
now
those
at
prices do keep going up.
alienware.com.
The Enviro score's gone up.
There, take that, Dwayne.
Still on 70 though. The first load, you only got 10 grand bonus for the Enviro score. But that was what, 3 cuts, wasn't it? While I was away.
Two.
2 cuts.
Yep, just 2. Unless you did one.
No, I just came back and failed it.
I thought I did a fine job windrowing it all together.
No, it was good. I didn't think the windrows were going to be that much of an issue with the rake, but it was still too wide for the pickup. So some of it I had to go over again, so it took a while.
What I should do, because it's, well, maybe it is, maybe it ain't. I don't know. I may have to have a word with Farmer G and see if we can't expand the pickups since it's technically modded base game stuff. Might be able to do.
Well, that Vermeer one's got a wider pickup, hasn't it?
It's not wide enough. It is wider.
Yeah. You know, I'm not talking having a 10 meter pickup. It just needs to be. I think on the pickups it's got wheels. It's almost like it needs extending that much. It's literally just.
The balers from the ARM team are nice. They pretty much pick up the windrow all the time.
But to be fair, if Hispano can have his balers with the variable size, then you wouldn't need to worry. I've never had an issue.
I told them to. We should work on that and do it.
And the fact that they've got a case skin for it now, it would be my go-to baler. They could combine that every time.
See, Dwayne, I can back up a dolly trailer. Just because I can doesn't mean I like to do it.
Well, you just took out that fence post.
Go scratch my trailer.
I cleaned your trailer and you probably didn't even notice.
Nope.
Right there.
Yeah, took it over, used my air compressor, blew all the dirt off.
I thought about buying a washer, but it rains every so often. So.
One more month and then this grass is ready to go. I mean, it says it's ready to cut now, but
Yeah. If you do it after 2 months, you have to do it every 2 months, and you'll get the same yield as doing it 3 months. But that's based without seasons. I only tested on the seasons. And then the close, I think, is April to sell those for 18,000 a pallet.
You're still a ways off 17.
was the field 24 the biggest field on the? Where's 12 the biggest?
It's 12 or 10, I think. Yeah, it's got to be 12.
Could think about putting a BGA in if you're going to have that much manure off your cows.
I think I'm going to, I don't know, fertilize with it. Kind of think I'm going to stockpile it till Pumps and Hoses comes out, and then see what I can do with it. I'm thinking we'll still be on this map for another month anyway.
Why wouldn't we? We just got getting started on it.
That's what I was thinking.
I was thinking, yeah, I hope you're not going to change it. It's just getting going.
Hasn't really been a map that has interested me too much. Griffin, Indiana will be the next map to come out that I will probably want to play, but we'll need an update like every other map that comes out. So maybe by the time it updates I might be ready, but still got a ways to go here. The right things happen here will start to pick up. So we're actually making some money.
Yeah, only 1.3 million for field 1. Yeah, I got a ways to go.
946 for 3. That's my next one.
And you need 500,000 for field 17. I'll get that on the next cut of bales.
What I really ought to do is
1.7
well,
for 17.
I'm short of that. Yeah, I can't do anything. 3, and then probably 11, and then maybe then I can get 10.
See, I'm taking almost 1, 7, 8. I keep everything in that block there.
Probably don't want a new tractor first.
I was thinking I could snag, 31 and 26, but they're not exactly cheap. Ooh, there's 2 fields ready to harvest. What are the contracts? Oh, we've had more fertilizing contracts pop up. Suppose we could help out with that.
Oh, yeah. $27 and $20. Yeah, I can jump in my fertilizer spreader.
hydro my fertilizer bill.
It won't be that high. Turn off the automatic spraying. It's about 4%.
Which one are you heading off to, Schultz?
I don't know, I gotta load the sprayer first.
You can do field 20, that's a fun one.
So let's talk.
Yeah, 27's a bit of a drive.
Hey,
And you could win a month of gloriously uninterrupted
I'll go with
music
27.
with Spotify Premium. That means you can enjoy all your favorite artists.
Oh, sure, make me drive all the way across the map.
Sound good? Then all you need to do
You
is
want me to go do 20?
for your
I don't
chance to
care.
win.
Ah, 27, clear across the dang map.
Mm-hmm. They're both clear across this dang map.
I'd rather do 27.
Yeah, I'll go with 20. I got 46.1 hours on this tractor of mine. This 7810.
36.3 on the old Deere. I can tell you that we will be taking probably the 3 start tractors over to the next map. Whenever that is. When I take them over, it should take them over with their hours included. So I think it'll be interesting to kind of track, even though I know Hydra's probably not using that old one too much now. And I'm starting to use my big one more. You probably use your T8 more now than your little one, but...
Yeah, the 7 gets used more, but I think it's a 7.
These will be carried over to the next map.
I still use it.
I figured you used it for wrapping, at least.
Yeah.
But I
And
think they're
leave 'em pallet.
pretty good start tractors anyway.
Yeah, I spent money and upgraded the engine on it as well. So it's
I can't remember
But
if I
looking
can
good.
if I can upgrade this one or not. I haven't looked at it because I don't. That other tractor will pull anything, so I don't really need to upgrade this one. But it's still usable.
Probably looking at getting an Optima. There's a couple to choose from.
Next tractor I get will be an in-between, and it will be a modded tractor whenever it gets released.
Yeah, either an Optima or a Puma, I think. We might get the 72.
But we'll do a little vote and a little discussion as to what we carry over to the next map, if we carry anything else over, or what we want to do. Don't know if we want to keep the 3 farms set up, or we'll go back to 1 co-op farm, or how we want to do it.
So what do you do with the soybeans at your factory there, Schultz?
I run them in there and make diesel.
So I can sell my beans to you?
Yes. Possibly. This year I'd actually like to buy them off of you rather than do the split. I don't know about soybeans. We might have to split those. But corn or soybeans, I'll probably buy one. Probably buy corn. Then soybeans will do. I'll give you the sales on that. Since I don't got enough money to buy, probably don't have enough money to buy everything off of you. We'll see.
Well,
I can buy
that
it off you.
Hydra's got enough money to buy whatever he wants.
Yeah, that seems to be the case.
And if I buy all your soybeans, I can send them to shops for a bit more. Make a profit.
I just won't buy his soybeans, so I don't know what his plan is.
So he's buying an ethanol plant. I'd need Phil 17 to replace it.
He says that while he's getting free labor right now. The red farm gets field 17 bought. He'll probably come out of the weekly contract rotation.
Oh, neat. Wonder how many cotton bales I get off of that. Yeah, that's the dilemma though. If I do cotton in field 17, what do I do? Now, there's the case harvester, but I don't like the big square bales. I like the little round ones.
You're stuck on the red farm. You're gonna have to buy the red one.
I won't buy the green one anyway. I just don't
always just lease the green one just for the contract, for the harvest.
Oh, he's gonna have enough money to buy his own after the
Yeah,
first
I'll buy it.
harvest. He'll
I'll probably buy two.
I was gonna say buy two. That's after I buy that planter. I'm gonna buy a second combine.
Finding the perfect designer isn't easy, but at Upwork, we found her.
I need more money.
A dog named Klaus, and her
So what do you need a second combine for?
The combine twice as fast, and then when we're on streams, everybody needs something to do, so I better own two.
Finding the perfect project manager, designer, developer, or whomever you may need tends to fall right into place. Find top-rated talent who can start today on Upwork.com.
Well, if I buy all the fields that I want to buy, I'll need two for sure.
This is Article 9 in action. Beth,
That's why I
first
want
time
two. I know that.
knew nothing about the home buying process.
That field's already
She wanted to buy a
plenty
home,
big.
but her realtor
It's
had
gonna
the
take a little
expertise
while
to
with
make sure
one.
Beth understood every document, even giving her copies to review with her lawyer so Beth could close on her first home with confidence. Complicated things explained in simple terms. The difference between an agent and a realtor is real. Realtors are members of the National Association of Realtors. That's who we are.
Okay, so we have the chorizo dumplings, cucumber empanada.
Zara's food truck is popping off.
Come on, guys, let's pick it
I
up.
do wish the sprayer was a little faster, though. It's alright.
Called for this morning, so Jessica, I'm gonna need you on the fryer.
When I was using it on field 1, I'm going, oh, this is just too painfully slow.
Indeed you do. InstaBet instantly connects you with quality
If I had
candidates
GPS,
with
it would be
resumes
no
and
big deal.
match
I could
your
just set my
sponsored job
GPS, take a
Visit
nap,
Indeed.com/credit and get
beep at the end of the
75%
field,
for sponsored
wake up,
job.
turn it
Terms
around.
and conditions apply.
Well, you're not going to use headland management?
Oh yeah, a little headland management. These poor console guys. That was the best thing I done with the Vermeer pack. I downloaded the round bale extension mod that stops it, automatically stops it for you when it's full. With that self-propelled baler. That's a lot of fun.
I haven't used any of it yet.
Nor have I. I only got back on Friday.
I was thinking about buying my farm a Vermeer rake. Rake my one little pin.
That's quite good because you can adjust the swap size.
Part of it doesn't make much difference.
I figured the mower would be great on Hydra's field, though.
The mower is actually great. If this field wasn't so dang big.
I think I'd still put it behind. But, oh, that's the point. That just reminded me. When you said you windrowed it, did you windrow it after you cut it? Because the mowers I've got windrow as well.
Yeah, and when I mowed it the first time, and I'm not sure what, so I think either you or Fezzik must have started it. The outside headland was windrowed, and then it was on swath drop. So I just continued on swath drop.
Yeah, but I had connection issue. I think I just about done the headland. You know, it's just on my second pass, and then there was a weird thing with Xbox getting on any of the daily servers, and then it didn't get fixed before I went away.
So
But
I wasn't sure
normally
what
just-
we were supposed to do.
Yeah, I normally
So
just swap.
when I cut it, I just put it on. It was already set at just drop, not into swath, but into
widespread.
yeah, wide cut. So I just continued with it, and then windrowed everything together.
But that Vermeer mower is very nice. I think for a lot of starting farms, it's pretty cheap, and it turns really nice. I don't know how well the other pull behind ones turn, but you can make a really nice turn with it.
Well, with that R90 rake, you can set a worker if you want to, and it'll bale as well. The round baler or the fast baler, square baler or the fast baler.
And the belt animations on the balers are nice. The problem is, at the end of the day, they're a round baler, and the starting and the stopping is the painful part. And you console guys don't get the script, so I think that script over the bale counter would have been nicer for everybody.
I prefer square belt anyway. Easier to start.
Well, and the other thing with bales, at least as far as real life goes, the one advantage round bales have is they weather better. They can sit outside because they shed the rain. Square bale doesn't. And obviously in game we don't have that as any sort of an effect. Hey, Carrie. Thanks for dropping in.
But
Good
if
to see you, buddy.
GTX's shed packer, it just doesn't matter what size.
Oh, yeah. And see, I have looked at all the bale storage ones, and there's none of them that when you put small squares in, show up as small squares. They visually do big squares. And
Is that like the auto load?
Kind of surprised that we don't have those yet.
Somebody was asking me about that the other day. I think there was a shed that you load the bales in.
Yeah, 19. Even for all platforms in 19, there was a shed that you could place down, and it automatically stacked them up for you. It was really nice. And then you just unload them in the building, just like you do on an auto-load bale trailer. And then you can go in there with your loader and take them out 1, 2 at a time, whatever you want. And then whenever you add more, you just automatically stack them all up again.
Yeah, that would be good.
It was a really nice mod. I'm kind of surprised we haven't had something like that come out yet. Ah, have you had a breakthrough with Blender? It's not that bad once you get used to it. Part of the problem with Blender is all the controls are different from GE, so once you get used to one, you switch to the other and everything's goofed up. Did you actually repair something?
Yeah, my first brother, in a sense.
I didn't know you knew where that was.
I repaired that small tractor. I'm gonna buy a new one because then I'm gonna stick it outside the house.
Blender just takes so much dang patience to learn.
Purposes only.
Oh, you're gonna get yourself. Oh, what you need to get? We need to put it on. We need to put the H on here, and you can have that for your decorative tractor. You can have a little H in your yard. That's the kind of stuff I do in my single player, and I get more tractors and cars than you can shake a stick at. And they're just for decoration.
Yeah, it definitely needs to change these buildings up. Wondering that sheep pasture I was on about before comes with a sheep barn as well. So.
And you're trying to learn the part that goes a bit over my head, and that's the texturing and everything, Carrie. That part of the whole process still is a little bit over my head.
What I can say.
And I need to just sit down and learn it. That's what I need to do. But I don't want to, because it's hard. It makes my head hurt. Now, I will say, because I got to play with it a little bit, if a guy knew what he was doing, the Substance Painter is awesome. And I think, Carrie, if it's the one
building I can see.
If it's the video that Jacer sent you, I think I've already watched that one. Which it somewhat makes some sense. And I don't know, there's some stuff that still doesn't quite compute in my brain.
Still fertilizing?
Of course. I don't think I've seen that one, Carrie. So yeah, shoot me that over. I'll check it out.
Finished field 10.
There's 2 canola fields that, or 2 fields of something that I was hoping would pop for harvest contracts.
I'm driving by one of them right now. See what it looks like. What's in there?
Seen something said ready to harvest on the map anyway. It's got time hit on ×5, so it'll roll through a little faster and hand some out.
7810 is not exactly the fastest tractor on the block.
I think all three of these old tractors hum along at 19 miles an hour.
Oh, this is barley in this field.
I might have it done by the time you get here, but I'll give you an A for effort.
Well, I'm not coming to join you.
Oh. Well, thanks.
You started it, you finish it.
I think it'll finish on the next pass.
Yeah, this 7810 I think might be a good auger tractor.
Finding the perfect project manager isn't easy.
I think I'm gonna redo my truck for ATS today, and the guy suggested I make a video on that, so I'm gonna give that a go. I'll record the building of my truck and try and find some time to edit that into a little shorter video to put out for everybody.
I think I'll just stick with my Mac today. Only drove it for one stream, so I gotta go at least 2 for sure.
Yeah, I drive the same truck, but I'll change it all up. Give it a new paint job.
I went on there yesterday when you were updating the server and stuff. Trying to find one of those contracts. Good grief. Impossible.
Oh, the special jobs we need?
Beth, a first-time homeowner, knew nothing about the online process.
Circuit breakers?
Oh yeah, circuit breakers are impossible to find. Yeah, it's a really neat tool. The little bit I played around with it, Carrie, it's pretty awesome. And then some of the other features and things you can do with it, it was pretty cool. You can also, I know they got it at $20 a month. There is, or there was, a standalone version.
See some of those jobs on
you
there.
can get it,
Well,
get it on
Steam.
Steam.
If we did some of those oversized loads or whatever.
Yeah, you can't do oversized loads in Convoy though.
Really?
That would be fun though, especially if we got some other vehicles. We could be flag vehicles.
Yeah.
Whatever. I'm trying to think of what the actual name of them are, but I can't.
Pace cars.
That's also not quite the right word. Pilot vehicle, that is the right word.
Yeah, I knew it began with a P. I was thinking of racing.
I think that would be cool if we could do that, but can't do oversized loads on Convoy. I'm not sure what the trial does, to be honest, Carrie. Somebody let me use a... Matters of fact, I think the 30-day trial is probably open. You can do whatever you want with it. If you wanted to keep making emails. Somebody let me use a university trial, though, so... why do you think you may have broken the contracts, Richard? What you got going on?
That would be interesting if you could do those oversized loads on the Convoy. Talk about mayhem on the interstate.
Oh my goodness, because they take up about a lane and a half. That would be good fun. Good fun.
That would definitely take out the Schultz lane.
Man, I really thought I was going to get off to a hot start last week, and the road ended. That was not very handy.
It was funny though.
Well, that's that done. I think with no more contracts, and it's nearly noon, about 15 minutes earlier than normal, I think we're going to call it a day. Unless you boys got something you want to do or show off.
got nothing.
No, just waiting for the grass now.
Yep, and that is right, Carrie. You can paint it exactly on the model where you want
By
it
the
to show
lay,
up.
putting alfalfa in.
That's how you can do custom dirt and all that stuff.
I think one more cut. By the other field.
Might load some more contracts in if once the time gets noon on the game.
Well, I just slowed it back down, but we can bump it back up until it hits noon.
It seems like noon, 6.
There's about 3 times a day it pops contracts.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
hello
I tend
to
to just
Poland.
fast forward.
I would
Watch the
make an effort at pronouncing your name,
I'm
but
back
I
down.
wouldn't do a very good job. That might just be the map, Richard. I'm not sure. I haven't played that map, so I can't say one way or the other. Okay, I think we are going to call it there for today, guys. I appreciate everybody dropping in and hanging out. Hope everybody had a good time. It was certainly nice to get back on here and stream again. Like I said, I think I'm going to try and do a video this afternoon redoing the truck. We will be back tonight for ATS for sure. Be sure to catch that mayhem. And in the meantime, try and keep it shiny side up. Thanks, and you guys have a good one.